Students will continue with the same chapter, which is chapter 1, matter and its composition. Now in the previous video, I told you about matter, its three states and their general properties, which were mass, space, volume and shape. I also told you about intermolecular force of attraction. Now in this video, we will be discussing about the other general properties of three states of matter. They are compressibility, density, free surfaces and diffusion. Let us take the first one, compressibility. Now what do you mean by compressibility? Compressibility means tendency to compress. Now let's take an example of this pen. Now since this is a solid, can you compress it? Can this pen change its shape? No, it cannot. The same way, all solids except sponges, they do not compress. They cannot be compressed. Why? Because in solids, molecules are tightly packed. They are very compact. And if force is applied, their molecules will not be able to move. Why? Because there is no intermolecular spaces between them. So we can say that solids cannot be compressed or they have no compressibility. Now liquids, if force is applied, since molecules are loosely packed, then the molecules will come closer, slightly closer. So this way we can slightly compress liquids. Then comes gases. If we apply force, then gases can be compressed easily or highly. Why? Because the molecules in gases, they are far apart from each other and there's large intermolecular spaces between them. So when force is applied, the molecules, they come closer and closer to each other. Now comes density. What is density? Density is how the mass in a substance or object is, or simply we can say the mass of an object is called density. Now I am going to explain you with an example. Suppose this is a wooden block and this is a metal pen with same mass. Now if I throw them in a tub which is filled with water, then the wooden block will float, but the metal pen, it will sink at the bottom. Do you know why? It is because the density of wooden block is lesser than the density of water, and the density of metal pen is higher than the density of water. That's why the wooden block, it floats in the water and the metal pen sinks. Now in case of solids, we can see here solids, they have the higher density, liquids, they have less density, and the gases, they have least density. The next property of three states of matter is free surfaces. Now what is free surfaces? Free surfaces means surface which is free or exposed to air. Now you can see here solids, since they have got definite shape and they have definite volume. Liquids, they have definite volume but they do not have definite shape. In gases, they neither have definite shape nor volume. In solids, since the molecules are very closely packed to each other, they have a number of, or we can say any number or infinite number of free surfaces. because they have any number of shapes. And one more thing, that they are not able to flow like liquids. That's why they have any number of free surfaces. Now liquids, they have only one upper free surface. This is the upper free surface that we can see. Why? Because in liquids, molecules are loosely packed and they are able to flow, and it also takes the shape of the container in which they are put in. So they have only one upper surface. Now gases, they have no free surfaces. Why? Because in gases, molecules are very far apart from each other and they are highly compressible. So they do not have free surfaces. Diffusion, that means intermixing of molecules. That means how molecules, they get mixed with the molecules of other substances. Now in case of solids, since molecules, they are tightly packed and there is no intermolecular spaces between them. So if I put a spoon of sugar over the table, table is an example of solid. So if I put a spoon of sugar over the table, then the molecules of table and the molecules of sugar, they will not get mixed. Why? Because in solids, there is no intermolecular space. So we can say solids, they have no diffusibility. Now in case of liquids, since particles or molecules, they are loosely packed and there are some spaces between the molecules. So if I put a spoon of sugar in a glass of water, then what will happen? The sugar molecules, they will take up the spaces in water molecules and they will get mixed, or we can say they are slightly diffusible. Now in case of gases, since molecules are far apart from each other and this the intermolecular spaces between the molecule is very large, so they are considered to be the highly diffusible. They are considered to be highly diffusible. For example, if I burn incense sticks, you know, agarbatti, or I burn camphor, kapoor, which is very known in household, then their smell can be sensed even at a distance. Why? Because they can easily get mixed with the particles of incense sticks, and the particles of camphor can easily get mixed with the particles of gas. Why? Because gases, they have large intermolecular spaces between them. So we can say that gases, they are highly diffusible or they have high diffusibility. Students, as you all know that matter exists in three states, that are solids, liquids and gases. So these states of matter, they can change from one state to other state, and there is a phenomena or there is a process in which one state of matter, it can changes from other state and then comes back in its original state. That phenomena is known as interconversion of matter. Now I'll explain you with an example. See here, this is an ice. Ice is a solid state of matter or solid state of water. Now this ice, on heating, it changes into water, and water is a liquid state of matter or liquid state of water. Now on heating, this water changes into gaseous state. You can see these are vapors, and vapors are the gaseous state. Now these vapors on cooling. The process of cooling down is known as condensation. On cooling, vapors, they changes into liquid. See, this is water, and water is a liquid state of matter. Now this water on freezing, this water changes into ice again, and ice is a solid state of matter. So this is interconversion of matter. Ice, it changes into other states of matter like liquid and gaseous state, and then it comes back to its original state, that is solid state. So this process is known as interconversion of matter. Now let us study water melting, vaporization, condensation and solidification. Now students, melting is a conversion. Just now I told you when solid melts, or when on heating solid melts into liquid, that process is known as melting. So the conversion of a substance on heating from solid state to a liquid state is known as melting. Just now I told you, I gave you an example of ice. Ice on heating changes into water. So which process is going on? Melting. Now comes melting point. Now what is melting point? Melting point is actually the fixed temperature at which a solid changes into liquid. It is a temperature at which solid changes into liquid. And the melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. So a substance which exists in the solid state below its melting point, and in the liquid states above its melting point. Now the next one is vaporization. Vaporization, you know, when we heat liquid, here you can say in case of water, when we heat water, what happens? It changes into vapor form, vapor state. So this process is known as conversion of water into vapor, is known as vaporization. So vaporization is the conversion of a substance on heating from liquid state to vapor state. Then comes boiling point. What is boiling point? Boiling point, just like melting point, boiling point is also the fixed temperature at which a liquid changes into vapor. And boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. Then comes condensation. Condensation, you know, when vapors on cooling changes into water, that process is known as condensation. So the conversion of vapor into liquid form or into water is known as condensation. Now condensation, just like melting point and boiling point, there is also condensation point. And what is it? It is a fixed temperature at which vapor, they changes into liquid form. This is known as condensation. Then comes solidification. Solidification means freezing. Solidification means freezing. So you can see here, in case of here water, when it freezes, it changes into ice.